Welcome to Manila Updates TV. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. The news flashed across Asia. Japan's legendary patrol ship Shikishima retires after 33 years. For many, it marked the end of an era. For others, it signaled a dangerous new chapter in the South China Sea. The Shikishima was more than a ship. It was a symbol of stability, a guardian of contested waters. Its retirement, announced just 6 months ago, has already shifted the balance. The Philippines, a nation of islands, feels the change most. The familiar silhouette of the Japanese giant is gone, replaced by something far more intimidating. As Japan honors its old guard, China deploys a new fleet, not warships but massive white-hulled vessels. These so-called monster ships are the new face of pressure in the region. Larger than any Coast Guard cutter the Philippines or its allies operate, they use size and power to intimidate and assert control. This isn't open warfare. It's a slow, grinding campaign to wear down the Philippines' resolve. The retirement of a single ship has opened the door to a new kind of conflict. Filipino fishermen are chased from their traditional grounds. Coast Guard vessels face dangerous maneuvers from Chinese ships. Supply missions to outposts like the BRP Sierra Madre have become high-stakes confrontations. The Shikishima's absence leaves a void, a reminder that international law had a powerful friend here. Now that friend has stepped back, and the neighborhood bully feels emboldened. For the Philippines, this is a moment of truth. The nation's identity, economy, and sovereignty depend on its ability to control its own waters. The challenge is immense. How does a smaller nation stand up to a superpower that plays by its own rules? The answer involves new ships, new strategies, and new alliances. It requires the courage of Filipino sailors and the support of the entire nation. The story of the Shikishima's retirement is not just about a ship, it's about the future of the Philippines and the struggle for a free and open sea. The storm is gathering, and the world is watching. To understand the impact of its retirement, you must first understand the Shikishima. Launched in 1992, it was the world's largest and most advanced patrol vessel for years. Built to escort nuclear shipments, it had unmatched range and endurance. The Shikishima could sail from Japan to Europe and back without refueling. It was a floating fortress, powerful cannons, helicopters, advanced surveillance. Its mission was law enforcement, not conquest, a symbol of order, not aggression. For over 3 decades, it was the flagship of the Japan Coast Guard. It patrolled disputed waters, deterred threats, and reassured allies. Its name, Shikishima, is an ancient name for Japan itself, a vessel carrying history and pride. When it sailed the South China Sea, it was a statement: the rule of law matters here. Its crews were among the best trained in the world. The loss is not just of capability, but of a powerful symbol. The era of the Shikishima is over, but its legacy endures. The Shikishima's value went far beyond its technical specs. In East Asia's turbulent waters, it was a symbol of stability and the rule of law. Its presence calmed tensions, reminding all parties of international rules. For the Philippines, it was a welcome sight, often joining joint exercises, building camaraderie and professionalism. When the Shikishima sailed with Philippine vessels, it sent a message of solidarity. The ship also played a key role in humanitarian aid and disaster relief, building goodwill and trust. It embodied a different path to maritime power: cooperation, not coercion. Its retirement marks the end of that symbol. Japan is building new ships, but none with the same iconic status. Its absence creates a symbolic vacuum. The quiet, professional presence that reinforced the rule of law is gone. Even legends must rest. After 33 years, the Shikishima was simply getting old. Maintenance became costly, systems outdated. The Japan Coast Guard decided it was time for a new generation. The Shikishima's retirement is part of a broader modernization plan. Japan is not stepping back. It's building more advanced, larger patrol ships for new challenges. The new strategy: more ships, more presence, more flexibility. Instead of one flagship, Japan is building a distributed, resilient fleet. But transitions take time. The new ships are still being integrated. The void left by the Shikishima is felt most during this period. China, with its expanding fleet, is exploiting this window. The retirement happened before replacements were fully ready. The region, especially the Philippines, feels the impact. The Shikishima's retirement was a regional event with direct consequences for the Philippines. Its presence once deterred aggression. Now, that complication is gone. The maritime contest is now a dangerous, unequal struggle between the Philippines and China. Filipino crews report increased aggression from Chinese vessels since the Shikishima's retirement. The Philippine Coast Guard faces China's maritime militia alone, in a relentless test of will. The Shikishima represented hope and partnership. Its absence feels like a step back. The burden now falls squarely on the Philippines to defend its territory. This has forced a national reckoning: concede maritime rights or find new ways to stand firm. The void must be filled, not by the Philippines alone, but through urgent new alliances. The challenge is to adapt quickly, build capabilities, and forge stronger partnerships. As the Shikishima sailed into history, China's monster ships took center stage. These colossal China Coast Guard vessels dwarf anything in the Philippine fleet. Some displace over 12,000 tons, twice the size of the Shikishima. Their size is their weapon. They block, shoulder, and intimidate. Armed with water cannons and deck guns, they rarely need to fire. Their presence is enough. By using Coast Guard ships, China frames its actions as law enforcement, not military aggression. This blurs the line, making it hard for others to respond without escalating. The monster ships operate below the threshold of war, tools of coercion and normalization. China is mass-producing these vessels, creating overwhelming presence in the West Philippine Sea. For every Philippine patrol ship, there may be a dozen Chinese vessels. The retirement of the Shikishima makes this imbalance even starker. China's monster ships are masters of gray zone operations, coercion without open conflict. The goal: intimidate, exhaust, and demoralize the Philippines without triggering war. In the West Philippine Sea, these tactics are daily reality: swarming fishing boats, dangerous maneuvers, lasers, and water cannons. Every patrol becomes a potential confrontation. The aim is to make it so costly and dangerous that the Philippines gives up. China plays a long game, grinding down resistance. Traditional military responses risk escalation. Diplomacy is often ignored. The gray zone demands resilience, creativity, and alliances. Exposing the aggressor's actions and building international support are key. The Philippines must adapt to fight an opponent who denies they're fighting at all. The gray zone conflict has a real human cost paid by ordinary Filipinos. Fishermen are harassed, their boats no match for China's steel-hulled giants. Many are now too afraid to fish in their ancestral grounds. The Philippine Coast Guard and Navy face daily danger, outmatched but undeterred. Resupply missions to the BRP Sierra Madre have become symbols of courage. This is an assault on Philippine sovereignty. When fishermen can't fish, sovereignty erodes. China's actions challenge the Philippines' right to exist as a maritime nation. The economic impact is severe. Fisheries and potential energy reserves are vital for the country's future. By blocking access, China undermines development and food security. The struggle in the West Philippine Sea affects every Filipino, from the price of fish to the nation's prosperity. This is not just a maritime dispute, it's a fight for the country's future. The Philippines is not standing still. The nation is fighting back with resilience and resolve. Modernization is underway. New, larger patrol vessels from Japan, like the Shikishima-class, extend Philippine presence at sea. Transparency is a weapon. Publicizing China's aggression rallies support at home and abroad. By embedding journalists and releasing footage, the Philippines exposes gray zone tactics to the world. Strengthening alliances is crucial. The U.S. Defense Treaty is reaffirmed. Joint patrols with the U.S. and Australia are more common, and ties with Japan deepen. Japan provides more ships, technology, and training. These partnerships send a clear message: the Philippines is not alone. National unity is the most powerful response. Defending the West Philippine Sea unites Filipinos. Public support gives leaders the will to stand firm. The choices made today, investing in the Coast Guard, exposing the truth, building alliances, will define the nation for generations. The legacy of the Shikishima is a reminder: while old guardians retire, the spirit of defending a rules-based order must endure. A new generation of ships, sailors, and a united nation now carries that torch.